Hi, today's topic is polygons. What is a polygon? The literal meaning of a polygon, if I try to define it, poly means many, and the word gon means angle. So when we are talking about polygon, we are talking about a shape in which there are many angles. So there are a few characteristics of a polygon. It is a two-dimensional closed shape. Keep that thing in mind. It is a closed shape with straight sides and it does not have curves. For example, we can have a triangles, quadrilaterals, pentagons that fall under the category of polygon. One thing that you need to keep in mind that circles, they are not a polygon. The reason behind it, because circles are curved. I have a question for you. I would like you to tell me, do you think this particular shape is a polygon? If yes, why? If not, what is your reason? To keep the simplicity of this topic, we will talk about only regular and convex polygons. What is a regular polygon? There are two characteristics of a regular polygon. First is it is equiangular. Equiangular means all the angles are equal. Another characteristic is equilateral. Lateral means sides. And when we are talking about something about equi, that means we are talking about equal. So when the sides are equal and the angles are equal, that polygon is called a regular polygon. Another thing that we will talk about is the convex. Again, there are two types of shape, right? The convex and concave. Concave are the shapes where we say that they cave in, right? That they go inside. The vertices go inside. On the other hand, convex polygons are those where no angles are pointing inwards. All the vertices are outside, just like this particular shape. All the vertices are pointing out, pointing out. And because all the vertices are pointing out, there is no angle that is pointing inwards. No interior angle is greater than 180 degrees. If we are talking about any particular angle, that angle needs to be less than 180 degrees. There are two theorems that we will be talking about. One is polygon interior angles and the another is exterior. Let's talk about interior first. Theorem 7.1 says that the polygon interior angle, we can find out the interior of the angle by simply subtracting 2 from the number of sides and times 180. The sum of the measure of the interior angles of a convex, keep in mind we are just talking about the convex, n gone. So n is nothing but the number of sides that we are talking about. So number of sides minus 2 times 180. Now the question is why we have to subtract 2. Just look at this diagram. This is a polygon, right? And how many sides are there? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So number of sides are 5. If I try to construct a diagonal from one point to the another vertices, I can form three different triangles. Triangle 1, triangle 2, and triangle 3. And we know that sum of one triangle is 180 degrees. In this particular case, we got 3 triangles. So 3 triangles, I can say. So when we are talking about 3 triangles, that means the sum total will be 3 times 180. That is basically what this theorem is. Instead of cutting this polygon into different triangles, if I have number of sides, which is n is equal to 5 in this case, minus 2 and everything times 180, that will give you the same equation as 3 times 180. Just like this, what we are talking about. So this is called polygon interior angles theorem. If you know the number of sides of a polygon, subtract it by 2 and times 180. If we have n is equal to 100, then I can say 100 minus 2, everything times 180. That will be the sum total of the interior angles of that polygon. Based on what we discussed right now about Theorem 7.1, I have another question for you. Try this out. They have given you the number of sides. You need to find out sum of the measurement of the interior angles. Okay, let's talk about the another theorem. We talked about interior angles. What happens with the exterior angles of a polygon? This theorem says that the sum of the measurement of the exterior angles of a convex polygon is 360 degrees. That means irrespective of number of sides, exterior angle will always be equal to 360 degrees. Even if the number of side is maybe 50, but the sum total of the exterior angle will always remain 360 degrees. What is the reason behind it? The reason behind it, if you can analyze the shape that is right here on the left hand side, there are 5 sides, 5 exterior angles are there. If I try to dilate this, that means if I try to squeeze this shape inward, what will happen? If I have a slider and if I just try to slide it inward, it will ultimately form a kind of a circle. It will ultimately result into this type of a circle. And the sum total of a circle is 360 degrees. Now, why it is 360 degrees? Because the angle of a straight line, this straight line is 180, and we are talking about the straight line twice, one curve this way and another curve this way. That is why there is no calculation for exterior angle theorem. You just have to keep in mind that the exterior angle of a polygon is always 360 degrees. I hope this makes sense.